The Alberta NDP government recently released their guidelines for best practices booklet for educators, which, as noted on the cover, is with the intention of creating learning environments that respects diverse sexual orientations, gender identities, and gender expressions. The rainbow-clad booklet has been met with much controversy, as some have felt it has gone too far with its politically correct recommendations. Here to comment is our returning education correspondent, teacher Gabriel Moore. Gabriel, welcome back.
Why, thank you. I'm just tickled to be back. Oh, and when I say that, I mean it figuratively, as there's no tickling nor touching allowed in the classroom.
Of course. So, Gabriel, I've read the guidelines, and I can see how people think this has just gone too far.
Too far? Too far in what? Being inclusive? Well, there's no such thing, silly. All the guide is attempting to do is ensure the rights and needs of students with diverse sexual orientations, gender identities, and gender expressions. We're just trying to create an exclusive, inclusive environment.
Okay, but what about boys and girls that just want to go to school?
Oh, there is no need to get offensive.
I'm not sure what you mean.
Boys and girls? Oh, I can barely say the words. Those are terms of the past. A student is a student. You see, there's no he or she nor him or her. It's there to be there for that, I am sure.
But what about a male or female student that is just looking for a role model of their own gender, a guide on the road of life?
Oh, well, the guide doesn't provide guidelines like that. Instead, it's time to go outside the lines. For instance, why have lines at all?
Well, clearly there are lines. Those lines are guidelines, hence the name on the outside of the booklet. And in speaking of gender, or lack thereof, there is a section of these guidelines denoted as indicators of the best practice in action, which recommends using inclusive language when communicating with families, and thus the removal of the gender-based parental terms mother and father. And to be perfectly honest, this seems unnecessary.
Oh, wait. Just because it's going to be difficult doesn't mean it's unnecessary. We know that it's going to be very challenging. So I've come up with a support system to assist teachers and administrators. And it's a little slogan that goes like this: get that MF out of the classroom. Catchy, isn't it?
For real?
Yes, for real, silly. I've even had it put on t-shirts. And get this, the best part is I can't even keep them on the shelves. Apparently, high school students all over the country are buying them up just so that they can show their support for the cause.
Well, Gabriel, clearly your t-shirts are catching on, and you've definitely shown you're in the exclusive, inclusive category where ignorance is bliss.
Well, thank you. Makes me very happy to hear you say that.
My thanks to Gabriel Moore for his time, and to all the parents in Alberta, we wish you all the best. You're gonna need it. Remember, if it's wrong to be right, then we're right to be wrong. Good night.